Hello everybody, this is me, Qua. Today we'll be reviewing the Newage Scrapper and Mixmaster. Don't know the exact names. Bought actually the whole set off eBay for under $200. So yeah, it was a steal. I think I got it for like $185 plus like I think $5 shipping, so it came out to like $190. Pretty good deal. Since I think if you buy both of them together, I think it's like over $300 because you got to buy each because they're packed two together. So it's these two, then it's Hook in Long Haul, Bone Crusher, and what's his name? Bone Crusher and Scavenger, and then the last piece of the set is the all the combined bits. So yeah, because none of these guys come with their combined bits at all. They're just straight robots, nothing more, nothing less, and yeah. With this eBay listing though, it did come with some upgrade parts, which on these two I have them applied. We'll touch on that more because the upgrade parts include some stuff for Hook, which I actually didn't use, and we'll get into why I didn't use that for him. But yeah, so yeah, here's them in vehicle mode. Not bad. Looks a little Mixmaster proportionally doesn't look great, but here's the original cab, and believe me, the proportions looked even worse with this cab. So this looks better. And in combined mode, the foot looks so much better with this cab versus the original cab, which is this. So yeah, pretty good stuff, if I do say so. And then Scrapper, it's his feet that get replaced. So they would be positioned like that. There's not really any differences in at least the robot mode. We'll get into, or not vehicle mode, but we'll get into the robot mode in a bit. Whereas with him, the legs do look drastically different in robot mode, so we'll get to that. So we'll actually transfer Mixmaster here first. What we'll want to do is separate the arms, fold out the hands like so. Now what we want to do, push down it like that, unfold like that. There we go. Separate the legs. You want to do is bring that out, but kind of hinge it in a way to where you could kind of get this moving here. But what we're going to need to do, this is the one thing I hate about transforming this. There's a certain amount of clearance this thing gives you. I believe we want to push that in once we get everything else in, but right now what you want to do is this piece will kind of, you want to, there's a weird order you have to go with Mixmaster with the upgrade kit piece. Let me show you on the other side because I didn't fold out the foot yet there. Okay, let me see if I could actually. So what you want to do is fold this part out like that, so that way it's not tabbed in, and then tab that in, close it up, and then flip it like 360 so that way it looks like that. Then you want to fold that back in, and once you've done that, you want to fold the leg around like this. This will tab into that like that. Boom. And then just leave the foot like that. Then fold that in. Boom, you got one leg. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So, boop. Take that out. Boop. And then 360 that. Boop. Alright. There we go. Boop. Got the other leg. Boop. There we go. And then what we want to do next, push down that. There we go. Move out that. Boom. Boom. I'd recommend raising the shoulders up just to make it look better. And then what we want to do is collapse this drum barrel. So collapse it like so. Oh, whoopsies. Accidentally had something fall, but no worries. Then we got Mixmaster here, and you could place his gun in his hand. And oh yeah, the come with the little musical instruments so you could replicate the Transformers the movie, which is very nice. I'm not gonna. They all can hold them. It's the same for all of them because they got the same size holes for their hands. So I'm not really gonna go into that with Scrapper here, but got Mixmaster transformed. Now we'll get Scrapper. Scrapper is easy. Quite simple. You just untap the arms first. Then you unfold the legs, as you would do on a Scrapper. Okay, unfold the feet. Make sure that piece goes back. And then next, what you want to do is undo that like so to create a heel. Okay, and then, alright. So then now you want to bring the arms out and then rotate this. And now we want to, crap. There we go. And then push that down. Boom. Fold up that. And I think that's as low as... Okay. Of course you still got this hanging out. Scrapper never really cleans up incredibly well. Just, I've noticed anyways. He's always the one that kind of has some junk hanging out, but it's how the animation model was. That's how he is. Oh yeah, and you want to extend the forearms here. You get better articulation out of that. And you get Scrapper. And his hands do open, but as soon as you open the hands, the gun will fall out. That to be noted. And that's how the bend he gets there. I don't know if that was all in frame. Alright. Okay, I guess I'll figure it out. But yeah. So that's how Scrapper looks. Now I will show you how the original legs look. So transforming them is quite simple. Boop, boop. Here's the original legs. The difference is that the original legs are a little bit more hollow than these newer ones. The heels are technically bigger, but like oh yeah, and I think there's a weird thing that these wheels do, because if I remember correctly, these wheels can get out of the way. They're kind of tight, but you could move them. Whereas I think these do the same thing. Yeah, they do. On the same system. Yeah, there you go. So they do the same thing. But the angle tilts on the original legs look like that, whereas the ones in here look like that. So they look a lot cleaner than the original angle tilts. That's the one benefit of that. And the legs are a little less hollow looking, but like not by a considerable amount. It's just mainly you get less sculpt breakage with these legs. But yeah, we'll be right back. I'll get to how the original legs for Mixmaster were, but anyways, we'll be right back. Okay, we are back, and now I will move Scrapper out of the way, and yeah, here's the legs. And okay, so on the new legs, you get a proper foot and an ankle tilt. It's on a ball joint. You get about 90-degree knee bend. My only complaint is that the legs kind of pop off the mushroom pegs sometimes. But aside from that, that's really the only complaint with the new legs. The old legs, that area is tighter, but the knees are really fucking weird. So it's like on this hinge system here, and it's for transformation. That's how the knees are like that. So you get greater than 90, but then you gotta reposition it, because if you just extend it out, then he's way too fucking tall, and you have that whole issue. And then the other issue is the ankle tilt. That's the fucking ankle tilt right there. It's very, very lackluster and looks kind of shitty looking. Oh, and not to mention how, yeah, hollow city. Whereas these legs are a little hollow, but like they clean up so much better. And yeah, so The pretty much the upgrade kit legs for Mixmaster here are great, and yeah. Now I will go into the articulation of these guys now. I will take Scrapper's gun out because that's going to just keep falling out for like all eternity. So yeah. So start with actually Mixmaster first. Here's a good look at the head sculpt. Don't know if it's lift that. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful head sculpt. And what's nice is it's on a ball joint, but like how it's not on a swivel. Like I think the Combiner Wars one was on a. I can't remember the Combiner Wars one too much, because I think the green part was one whole piece, and I think the head was on a separate piece. Whereas they're on the same piece here, but you get really good range of motion. It doesn't look like his head's stuck in a box like Grapple or Inferno's heads do normally. You get 90-degree knee bend. And like I was mentioning earlier, 90-degree knee bend. Or knee elbow. It's elbows, my bad. Then you get 360 waist. Of course, arms can do a 360. They can go out that far. Like we mentioned, the head could do a 360. It could look down. Can't really look up. You get a little side-to-side motion. You could do the splits. His legs can go back that far, forward that far, but if you move the crouch piece, you can get a little more up. Overall, really good. And yeah, so we'll move on to the next Constructicon, Scrapper. So now with Scrapper, you get the articulated hands, 90-degree elbow bend. And if you were just wondering, you can't really, if you don't extend the arm, you can't bend it really. So yeah. Arms go out that far. They can go all the way back. You just got to move it a little because they'll knock into that. Head has a great range of motion. Fantastic. Okay, so you get this first knee bend, and then you get this second knee bend. So you kind of get a double jointed knee, but you don't get that much out of it like you would normally, just because of how blocky the design is. But it's still nice that it's there. And then, yeah, so you get that. Legs can go all the way up. Boop. Can do the splits. Got those ankle rockers. And I will say for these two guys, they're better than their Combiner Wars counterparts. And they're at the same size, approximately, as the G1 toys. There's a YouTube short where somebody compared them with like reissues of the G1 toys. And you could tell it's crazy how like these are practically the same size. Yeah, they have better engineering than what Hasbro gave us back in 2015. And to be honest, this will be a recurring theme with this set. I don't think Hasbro could do a better job than what Newage has done here with the Constructicon set. And no, I won't be getting the Magic Square set just due to the fact that these guys are really good. And then I also heard the Magic Square one is a fiddly son of a bitch. And I don't like fiddly toys. So, yeah. And these guys transform beautifully. His original legs, a little finicky, but it's like a Beast Wars shell former level finicky. So it's not horribly frustrating, but it's, yeah. But with the upgrade kit legs, they do have some weirdness to them, but it's simple, effective, does what it needs to do, looks better. And with his, it just kind of makes his legs a little more presentable for Scrapper there. It's not really mandatory for him, per se. They're both still better than both the Combiner Wars versions, even without the upgrade kits. I just got to position his heels back properly. Because if I move this table, yeah, you can see its table's not even. Don't know why that's the case, but yeah. But anyways, that's a whole other story. Anyways, yeah. Overall, I could highly recommend both of these figures. I can't sing enough praises. They're just really fucking good. And yeah. And overall, I highly recommend you guys get these two. If you want to add to your collections, or to start your Legends collections even. I would say, actually, no, on that second part. Don't buy these if you're gonna start your Legends collections, because I would recommend buy a Newage Seeker if you want to start your Legends collections, or the Newage Optimus mold, because with those two, those are great starting off points. The Seekers has its problems, but it's still really good overall. Optimus, just fucking fantastic all the way around. But yeah, whereas these two, these are definitely combiner figures that are, they're the sum of the parts. Like if you get all of them together, they form probably one of the best combiners of all time, and even the individual modes are really fucking good. Just fiddling with them, like it feels good. Like it feels really good messing with them. Like I don't know what it is. It's just there's a fun play factor with these, and like they're very expressive. Like, I'm sure if I adjust the heels just right, I could. Okay, there you go. Like, super expressive. Let me see if I could do that. Hold on. I want to see if I could balance that. Hold on, let's. There we go. Like I can do stupid shit like this. This is like great. They're just really fun figures, and I really, like I said, I can't recommend these enough. They're really good. I'd recommend another starting point for a Legends collection, unless you're a Devastator guy, because if you just love fucking Devastator, oh yeah, definitely get these to start your Legends collection for sure. But if like you're more like you like the Seekers or somebody else, yeah, like with Legend figures, I always say get a figure you want to get, like your favorite character, like that character you always buy. Like for me, it's ironically about my favorite Seeker, because I've heard from multiple people that this mold was good. So I just picked my favorite Seeker, which is Thundercracker, and wasn't disappointed. Toxitron here was just, I wanted an Optimus, but I didn't want one that was Optimus. And it was between this or I think a Nemesis Prime and I forget what else. I just decided this because it was like, cool. And yeah, I was initially going to get Soundwave first, but I decided not to because Soundwave is personally my favorite Decepticon. But yeah, and I'm happy with these. Definitely, I actually have a Soundwave pre-ordered on BBTS from Newage, and I heard that mold's really good too. And we'll talk about that once that ever gets here. But yeah, this has been me, Qua. I'll be signing out here. So yeah, have a good one. Peace.